Hi, my name is Sarah and I am an inside sales manager with MagTorch. Today I was going to discuss with you how to properly ignite a torch. We've got 3 different options here today, starting from our auto ignite torch, and we'll finish with our manual torch that you can see right here. First things first, in order to properly ignite the torch, we have to put our torch on our fuel source. In order to do that, this black cap that comes on the cylinder must be removed, and then you can screw on the torch onto the cylinder till it's nice and tight. And then once you have it screwed on, you can hit this auto ignite button. As you heard I mention, this is an auto ignite torch. One cool trait about this torch is that it also has this silver lock button. So when I'm going to burn my wood or solder my pipe, I can actually light the torch and I can click this button, and that way it stays lit while I'm working on my project. To turn it off, simply click the button and the torch will turn off on its own. There's a couple of different ways that you can hold this torch. You can actually, as I'm holding it here, you can hold it from the cylinder while you're doing your project, or the torch is nice and compatible for you to hold it from there as well, depending on what your preference is. Once I'm finished with the torch, I'm going to remove it every time when I'm not using it for safe storage. And I'm not sure if you heard it or not, but there was a little hissing sound that came out from the cylinder that was attached to the torch. This is completely safe and normal, as there's a little bit of excess fuel that is disconnecting when you disconnect the two. Always great to put that black cap back on your cylinder to save yourself from debris that might be built up in the knob of that cylinder. Moving on to our trigger start torch, there's a little bit of a difference here. You can still see that there's this trigger button. However, in order to safely start this torch, you must open the fuel source to start. You hear that hissing sound, and then you press the trigger button. This torch will stay lit until you turn that fuel source off. So until that knob is turned all the way down to the off position, you're gonna keep your flame going the whole entire time. Again, when you're done with this torch, you wanna make sure you properly disconnect it for safekeeping, as it will prolong the life of your torch. The final torch we have is our manual ignition. As you can note here, there's no trigger anywhere on this torch. There's simply just this knob that we have here, which in order to properly ignite this, you have to make sure that that knob is open. You can hear the gas flow coming through. And then you're gonna take the spark lighter that we have here, and you're gonna hold it nice and close to the torch until you get that flame that ignites from the torch. Again, there's no knob here or no trigger start here. So in order to turn this off, you must turn that knob all the way down into the off position, and your flame will slowly dissipate until it is completely gone. Again, for safe storing, make sure that we take this torch off of the cylinder anytime it is not in use. And that way you are prolonging the lifestyle of your torch and not having any issues with the insides if it's left connected to the cylinder. And that is how we properly ignite 3 of our different MagTorch brands. For any more information that you might want or need, please visit our website at magtorch.com.